Good morning and welcome to the Berks County Board of Commissioners meeting on September the 19th of 2024. It is 10 a.m. and we will call the meeting to order. We will start by observing a moment of silence followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We'll get started today, but before we read the public notice, just want to welcome Commissioner Leinbach. He is here back with us today for this meeting and for the election board meeting today. Some of you may be asking, well, if he's back, why is Commissioner Rivera running the meeting? And the answer is simple. He was not sure if he would be able to make it today, and we need to prepare ahead of time for the meeting, documentation and so forth. So he had asked that I run the meeting, even though he might be here just in case something would happen that he would not be here. So welcome back. Glad you're doing better and that you're able to join us today.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to ask Barbara Lopez, my executive assistant, to read the public comment notice.
Public comment will be accepted in person and through the Q&A function. Please include your first name, last name, and municipality for all comments. Any comments without naming municipality will not be considered. Each citizen can submit one comment. Comment length is dictated by limitations of the platform being used, Teams Q&A, Facebook, and YouTube. In-person comments will be accepted first, followed by comments submitted virtually. The meeting comment period is limited to a total of 30 minutes, including both in-person and virtual comments. This time period may be extended at the discretion of the board. Please be concise. Comments that are germane to county business will be read during the meeting and should not be considered to be interactive dialogue with the commissioners. The county solicitor shall be the final arbiter of whether a comment is germane and should be read. Any commissioner response to public comment will be done at the discretion of the commissioners.
Thank you very much, Barbara. Move on to the approval of minutes. Are there any corrections or additions for the minutes? If none, the minutes stand approved as presented. Do we have any public comment on agenda items?
Executive session.
Do you have anything online or nothing in person either? Before we get into the agenda items, we did have an executive session yesterday, and it dealt with litigation, personnel, and contract negotiations. Under the agenda items, first item is authorizing under budget, adopt a resolution authorizing 2024 budget transfers in the amount of $191,782 and 2024 appropriations in the amount of $1,031,429, listing dated September 13th of 2024. Under Human Resources, item A, adopt a resolution authorizing Human Resources recommendations dated September 19th, 2024 as follows. Authorize the appointment of Christina Spade to Supervising Client Services Coordinator, Public Defender's Department, effective 10/9 of 2024. Item number 2, authorize the appointment of Olivia Palm to Client Service Coordinator, Public Defender's Department, effective 10/2/2024. Item 3, authorize the promotion of Stacy Foreman from Family Court Administrative Assistant, Court Administration to Judicial Administrative Assistant, Court Administration, effective 10/7 of 2024. And item number 4, authorize to add a stipend to the amount of $70.50 per pay period for Jamie Matos, Law Clerk 1, Court Administration, effective 9/20 of 2024. And this stipend is for additional responsibilities associated with video arraignments. Under Commissioners, item A, adopt a resolution authorizing Stephanie Williams, Library System Coordinator, to provide a letter of support for Boone Area Libraries grant application to the Berks County Community Foundation for HVAC replacement. Item B, adopt a resolution authorizing the reappointment of Mike Ellerman, Wyomissing, Pennsylvania, to the Berks County Convention Center Authority for a term of 4 years, expiring August 29 of 2028. Item C, adopt a resolution authorizing the appointment of Lynette Gelsinger, Wernersville, Pennsylvania, as the Farmer Director to the Berks County Conservation District to fulfill the unexpired term of Glenn Seidel, expiring on December 31st of 2024. Item number 2 is a motion to authorize the execution of contract agreements and amendments as set forth on the contract agenda, listing dated September 16 of 2024. And there are a total of 5 contracts, 1 for the coroner, 1 for human resources, 1 for the jail, 1 for juvenile probation, and 1 for veterans administration. Item number 3, motion to authorize execution of the payments and electronic transfers for the week ending September 20th of 2024. And item number 4, motion to authorize execution of employee payroll disbursements dated September 24 of 2024.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the agenda as presented.
I'll second that motion.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
None opposed. The motion carries. Okay, we'll move on to the reports of our treasurer and controller. Mr. Treasurer?
Thank you, Commissioner Rivera. Today we have an opening balance of $264,285,475.15. We have a balance to clear of $5,974,744.94, leaving us with a balance of $258,310,730.21. That is all, Commissioner. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Controller?
Thank you, Commissioner Rivera. For the week ending 9/19/2024, we have a total cash disbursement of $9,099,554. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Move on to the report for the Chief Operations Officer, Kevin Barnhart.
Thank you, Commissioner Rivera. We are pleased to report that the VA office relocation went amazingly well. The project began Monday morning and completed Tuesday afternoon. They were already seeing veterans at 10 o'clock Wednesday morning. Well ahead of schedule. They were proposing to reopen for in-person meetings with veterans on Monday. They were going to do it remotely, but they're so well ahead of schedule. And there are so many people to thank, but especially our IT team, purchasing, the legal department, and NAI Keystone, Steve Willems, made an amazingly seamless transition from Cherry Street to 20 Commerce Drive. If you get a chance to drive down Broadcasting near the elementary school, Wilson Elementary School, it's right there in the back. So stop in and say hello. There will be a ribbon cutting ceremony in the next few weeks. Jay's going to pull all that together. So all the signs are up. It's just an amazing transition. We didn't think it was going to go this smooth, so we're really pleased to say that some things do go well. So thank you. That's all I have.
Thank you very much. We'll move on to Commissioner's comments, and we'll start with Commissioner Leinbach.
Good to be back. I really don't have anything else prepared to say, which might be shocking, but hopefully this is the beginning of getting back full time. So thank you. I heard from a lot of you while I was out, and I really appreciate the prayers and concern.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner Leinbach. Commissioner Santoni?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Excuse me. First thing, I want to welcome back Commissioner Leinbach to the table. We look forward to your input. We missed you. Yes, I did miss you. And I'm glad you're back, and I hope you're feeling better. I wish you the best. Couple things. I would also like to commend our team for the movement over at the Veterans Office, moving over to where it is, the new location. I think it's you guys did a great job, and I want to commend Jay and all of you here for the work that you did, and also make sure that facility, I'm sure it will be helps our Berks County veterans. So congratulations on that. I look forward to getting there to see the new facility. I'm sure that Commissioner Rivera is going to report on this, so I won't talk that much about it. But on Tuesday, the House Central PA delegation and the Legislative Latino Caucus honored some Latino leaders in Berks County, headed by Representatives Manny Guzman and Representative Johannes Cepeda Freitas. And I just wanted to mention that Commissioner Rivera was one of the honorees, and I know he's a humble guy and might not talk about that, but I wanted to commend him and wish him and congratulate him on being honored at that event this past Tuesday. I'm sure he's going to talk about this as well. Hispanic Heritage Month started on September the 15th, goes to October the 15th. We were at an event this past weekend, the Berks Latino Chamber of Commerce, where they honored a lot of the Latino leaders in our community. I encourage people to go on their website and check that out. It was a great event held over at the Redner Center at the stadium. Tonight is the Redevelopment Authority event at the Colebrookdale Railroad. Again, I look forward to attending that and learning more about that great site up in the Boyertown area. So that is this evening. A couple of upcoming events this weekend on Saturday. I've talked about this in the past. The Are You Able event at the Reading Airport. I Am Able Foundation. Again, I've mentioned what they do in the community. They're having their event from 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 at the airport. Encourage people to go on their website if they can volunteer or just show up. It's a family event. And I'm going to stop by in the morning. Also, later that day on the 21st is the Laureldale Fall Festival. That's from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Laureldale Playground. So if you get an opportunity to stop out there, and also on Saturday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. is the West Reading Fall Festival, which is held on Penn Avenue in West Reading. Huge event. They block off the road, and there's a lot of things happening. So a lot of stuff happening on Saturday. You can go to the Are You Able event in the morning, stop at Laureldale at lunchtime, and hit West Reading on your way home. So I encourage people to attend those events. The commissioners have a couple of things coming up next week. On Tuesday, we have our town hall meeting at the Fleetwood Library, 110 West Arch Street in Fleetwood. It's from 6:30 to 8. And then next Thursday, our next Thursday meeting is going to be the Commissioners on the Road at the Unalony Township Municipal Building, 35 Unalony Drive, starting at 7. So we encourage people to attend both or either of those events. So thank you, Mr. Chairman. That's all that I have.
Thank you, Commissioner Santoni. And just to follow up on the last item, since we do have the commissioners on the road at 7 p.m., we do not have our 10 a.m. board meeting here. It will just be at 7 p.m. In Unalony. So yes, there were a lot of events going on this last week and a few that are coming up. Last week, Commissioner Santoni and I went to the Fed and Blanc, and Lynn was there as well. A lot of fun. Like I said, first time I put white pants on since I practiced martial arts where my uniform was white, but really a good event at the Reading Library, the Reading Museum, and the tent that they have out there. Really, really good event to support Habitat for Humanity. So I want to thank Kevin Kozo for putting this event together to support Tim and Habitat for Humanity. Also, again, as well, this past Saturday was the Latino Chamber Gala at the Renders Event Center at the Fight and Phil Stadium. And one of the awardees was Reading Area Community College, who does a great job here in the area. This past Monday, we had the opportunity to do the leadership team here a team building at Opportunity House this Monday. We went there. We bought the ingredients. Anne Marie bought the ingredients. She went and did that work. But we went there and helped to prepare lunch. We found out that Jonathan has some culinary background there. It's chopping up the onions and whatnot. He made us look bad, the rest of us, for what we were doing. But he had a great time helping there at Opportunity House, and then touring and learning more about Opportunity House and possible ways to collaborate with them. Also, yesterday was the symposium, like Commissioner, I'm sorry, what is today? Thursday. That was yesterday as well. No, Tuesday was the event for the Hispanic Heritage Month. Sorry, my days run into each other.
To me for help.
And yeah, so I'm truly honored to receive the commendation from the House of Representatives. It's truly an honor to serve the people here of Berks County, and I continue to look forward to doing that. Also, yesterday I had the opportunity to go to the Pennsylvania Workforce Development Association's Leader Symposium in Bethlehem and be part of a panel there to speak about economic development and workforce development, and what that looks like at the county level, and how the county can partner with our local workforce development boards around workforce development and economic development. Upcoming events this evening from 5:30 to 8 at the Hispanic Center here in downtown Reading. There's a youth safety workshop, and this is for youth starting. It's appropriate for youth 11 years old, and the workshop is for both youth and their parents as well. It will be held in English and it will be held in Spanish and it's around online safety for our youth. Just this morning, I was part of of a meeting at CJAP, which is a Community Justice Advisory Board, and the group that is going to present tonight presented this morning as well. And part of the presentation was around how important it is to make sure that we're aware of what's going on online, how the youth use online, and how we can prevent things from escalating online with our youth, because it's not just that they're talking with their friends and sharing pictures and information with their friends from high school. There's a lot of other things, predators that are online as well, posing as other youth or posing as people that want to befriend them. And we need to make sure that our kids and our youth are aware of this and they know how to act appropriately. So if you're available, or if you know of anyone, please share this. Again, it's at the Hispanic Center, which is across from the IMAX Theater here in downtown. There is parking available for free, and the parking garage, which is above the Hispanic Center, it will be open. So thank you to the Reading Parking Authority for providing parking for this event. And Commissioner Santonio already spoke about the Lauderdale Borough Fall Festival. One last item is we will have an elections board meeting at 11 o'clock. There's a lot of information to share from our last meeting, so please feel free to join us at 11 o'clock for the latest updates on election. Just a few things to remind people about elections. The deadline to apply for mail-in ballot is October the 29th. If you're going to do a mail-in ballot or even thinking about it, please do not wait till October the 29th. You're probably not going to get it in time to fill it out and mail it back. So the earlier you can do that, the better it is. Get it done. If you are going to be traveling and you're leaving within the next few weeks and the mail ballots are not in, there is a way you can get your ballot printed out in the Election Services Department. Gets printed out there. You can fill it out right there, complete it, and then hand it back in. You can call our elections department for more information on that. But again, join us at 11 for our elections board meeting. And those are all my comments. Do you have any row officer comments?
I do not have any at this time.
Okay.
Thank you. I just wanted a couple of points. I know the schedules are busy, but
Yep.
I believe today is the first day of the Ole Fair.
It is.
So let people know about the Ole Fair, what a great event that is in Ole. And then next Thursday is the Crime Alert breakfast. That's also something I thought I would make mention. I know your guys' lists were full, so I wrote them down. So hopefully that helps people know about that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, there's an interesting article in the Eagle today about the undersized pumpkins because of the weather. This year was particularly dry. Sorry about that. The undersized pumpkins at the Ole Fair Reading Eagle article, and it's because of the weather conditions. It's very common in recent years to have pumpkins in excess of 1,000 pounds, which is, I mean, you think about that and it sounds crazy, but Ole Fair is probably one of the strongest community and ag fairs in the county. It's 3 days today, tomorrow, and Saturday. Saturday is a lot of the big event, but they have musical acts. I don't know who it is tonight. Tomorrow night, it's the Uptown Band, and Saturday night, it's the Kramer Brothers, but there's a lot of other stuff going on. It's a great, great event. Thanks for bringing that up.
Sure. I think the weather's going to cooperate too. I think
The weather looks pretty good.
Mhm.
Yeah, so hopefully folks will get out and really enjoy that, because you're right, it's a great event.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
All right. Thank you very much. Do we have any public comment in person? Do we have any online? Nothing in person and nothing online. That concludes our agenda.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion, we adjourn.
Second that?
The meeting is adjourned, and I will see you back at 11 a.m. for our election board's meeting.